I hate to stop the wonderful chatter and conversation, but I know we do have a time frame today to try to adhere to. Once again, good afternoon and welcome to the 2022 Scholar Donor Luncheon. My name is Lou Chase and I'm here on behalf of the foundation here at the university. This is no doubt one of my favorite events that we have here on campus. It's so good to be back together as a group where not only can we break bread together, but also students, this is a wonderful time in which you get an opportunity to meet your scholarship donor. It is because of their generosity we're able to be here today, and we thank you. I welcome all donors and recipients that are in attendance today. Unfortunately, we do have some donors that could not attend, but they certainly send their regrets. At this time, it is a great honor to introduce the guests sitting here at the head table. Dr. Neal Weaver, President of our university, Stephen Snyder, Executive Director of the GSW Foundation, Dr. Laura Boren, Vice President for Student Engagement and Success, Dr. Gay Hayes, Assistant Vice President for Enrollment Management, and Jeff Hall, Vice President of Business and Finance. Also, I'd like to recognize some special guests that are in attendance today. Dr. Gaynor Cheokas, Dean of School of Business Administration. A wave, a shout out, or whatever. Okay. Dr. Rachel Abbott, Dean of Education. Leanne Miller, Financial Aid Counselor. GSW Board Foundation members, Leon Holloway, Mary Marshall, Beth Reagan, and our past chair of the foundation, Doug Moses. Alumni Board Director, Irvin Anderson. Okay, again, welcome. I hope you enjoy our program today, and now I'll turn it over to Stephen.
Thank you, Lou. I have the distinction of having the most important honor of today, even over student speakers with their, really charismatic and enrichful comments. I get to tell you how to get your food, okay? All right, so we have two lines in the room behind us, and you are allowed to get food on either side of the line. So we have 4 different lines, so we should be able to get our food quickly. And I would ask that the front tables, which have student speakers and introducers, that they would go first. So we'll go from 1, 2, 3, and then they'll go in line, and then all the other tables just fall in behind them, okay? All right. Well, I'm looking forward to this. Looking forward to hearing the speakers today. And sounds like you're excited to get your food, and that's good. I'm excited to get my food as well. All right, with that, I'm going to say a blessing, and then we'll get started, okay? If you would, please bow your heads. Lord, we thank you for this day. We thank you for this opportunity for fellowship between donors and scholars, and just Lord, this is one of the most important aspects of what we do on campus. And I know the donors are happy to be here today to hear stories of students. And Lord, we just pray that you bless our time. I pray that you give the speakers confidence and allow them to do really well. Lord, we ask you to bless this food for our nourishment, and in your name we pray. Amen. All right, so tables 1, 2, and 3 get us started, and then just kind of fall in behind them, okay?
I'm Rachel Abbott. I'm the Dean in the College of Education, and I am very happy to be here. One, to thank all the donors for their continued support of GSW and our students, as well as to recognize our outstanding scholarship recipients. I'm here today to introduce the next speaker, who is one of the College of Education's finest teacher candidates. She's been described with the following words: infectious, bubbly, kind, and all around warm. And you will see some of these things in just a few minutes. She's always smiling. She is a pleasure to have in the college. Everyone she encounters loves her. She worked in our pre-K for a while. The students adored her, her peers, as well as the faculty and staff. She's currently student teaching in Lee County. She's doing a fantastic job. She's still looking for a position, but I have no doubt that she will secure one soon. We're very proud of her. We're very proud for her. And we truly look forward to hear about the next steps in her journey as she starts her educational career. So please join me in welcoming Alicia Adams, the Mary Dupree Scholarship recipient.
Hello, everyone. So I just want to say a disclaimer, bear with me. I was not expecting you all to be here, this many people. And I'm used to talking to the littles, so they're a little bit more welcoming, but it's fine. And I will be reading here, so I'll be looking up and down. All right. Good afternoon, all. My name is Alicia Adams, and I am a senior early childhood major. I'm originally from New Bern, North Carolina, but currently residing in Gwinnett County. I originally came across Georgia Southwestern as an aspiring nursing major, believe it or not. It was my original career path in high school until I had the opportunity to teach in a preschool setting my senior year. From there, I fell in love with teaching and the rewarding things that came with it. So, 2 weeks before moving in, I changed my major and I have never looked back. GSW felt like home when I first stepped foot on campus. If you were to ask me if they fulfilled that feeling once coming here, I would have to say that and more. I have met so many amazing people and friends along my journey here. I have been pushed by peers, staff, and faculty since freshman year to become more than what I believed I could be. I am so thankful for those in the education building, even down to the 3 classes I have helped with at the pre-K. Ms. Dickens, Jessica Woodward, Amber Ward, Dr. Michelle Mackey, and Dr. Abbott. I cannot thank you enough for all you have done for me. The constant encouragement and support has been amazing from you all, and I know you will continue to impact lives like you have mine. I am also thankful for those in admin, like Dr. Gay Hayes and Luke Ellis, who has encouraged me to do my first leadership position that got me out of my shell. There are so many more people that I could name specifically, but just know every single person I have crossed paths with has impacted me in so many ways than I could ever thank you for. Upon graduation, I plan to be a first-year teacher while also furthering my education here at GSW by getting my master's degree in early childhood education. I'm grateful to say that the Mary G. Dupree Scholarship has had a huge part in furthering my education. I did not come here on a full ride or a handful of scholarships, besides hope. So, to be picked for this scholarship for 2 years in a row, I will be forever grateful for. Lastly, I just want to give a shout out to my parents and close friends that have been along with me throughout my college journey. I cannot have done it without any of the people I have mentioned here in this speech today, and I hope to continue to make you all proud. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. I'm Gaynor Cheokas. I'm Dean of the College of Business and Computing, and it is my honor and pleasure this afternoon to have actually 2 students that I will introduce. And the first one is Kaitlyn Evans, and I emailed her yesterday or either late Tuesday, and I said, give me some interesting things that I can say about you because I do not want to steal her thunder. She's got a wonderful story that she is going to tell you about, and it involves maybe chicken. Okay, we'll just leave it at that. But Kaitlyn is from Leesburg, Georgia. She's a senior accounting major, and get this, guys, she is taking this last year to explore all the different ways that you can be an accounting major and use that in a practical field. So for those of you that say, oh, accounting or oh, numbers, Kaitlyn is not one of those. She is running towards those numbers in that accounting degree full force. She is going to explore different opportunities, which I know that she'll be successful with because she seized upon an opportunity a year or so ago that I'm sure she's going to share with you. She has big dreams, and we're going to help her with those dreams as much as we possibly can. On the interesting side, she said that she loves to cook for her family. You're hired, and especially chicken enchiladas. So with no further ado, please welcome Kaitlyn Evans, who is the recipient of the James G. Derisa Scholarship and the Marshall Pryor Scholarship.
Thank you. My name is Kaitlyn Evans. I'm from Leesburg, Georgia. I'm a senior here at Georgia Southwestern. I first learned about this school in middle school when we visited for National History Day competitions. I remember Mr. Stovall talking about how in just a few years we could all continue our education at GSW. One perk being no class on Fridays. I couldn't believe it. When it finally came time to choose a university, the choice was not as clear. Maybe I should go further from home and see what life is like for myself. Maybe I should stay closer to home and save money. When it came down to the choice, I told myself, visit all your options, and when you're at the place you're supposed to be, you will know. I found that when visiting GSW, the school seemed to have chose me. I was not just another student. Not too many prospective students were visiting the same day as me, so when we grouped up by majors, mine being business, I found that the professors were able to ask each of us about what we hoped to achieve at GSW. Ms. Dawn Hart was very enthusiastic during our visit about how great the accounting major is. She had me convinced from day one that accounting was for me. Since then, I've completed numerous accounting courses and have loved every second of it. I appreciate Ms. Hart and her love for accounting. She makes hard number problems fun, and when things get rough, we have little class conversations called brain breaks that put a smile on everyone's face. After talking about potential places to work as a future CPA, I had come to learn about many potential firms that were close enough to home, one being Mauden and Jenkins. One of these firms really jumped out to me because it started off small in Albany, but grew to have locations in bigger cities like Atlanta. One day while I was working at a restaurant, which when she states chicken, she means Chick-fil-A, I took a man's order and thought he looked familiar. Turns out he was a partner in this bigger firm in Atlanta. We were able to have a short conversation about how I was working on a bachelor's degree at GSW and was working my way to becoming a CPA. My intermediate one professor called me to tell me the firm partner contacted the school because he wanted me to have the opportunity to be an intern at their local office. So, long story short, I have an internship coming up that I couldn't be more excited about. They did not tell me Mr. Doug Moses was going to be here today, but thank you so much for the opportunity. I tell you this because GSW sets up students with opportunities to network, to grow as a person, and to grow in their aspired career. I want to say thank you to anyone and everyone who has contributed to my education, family, professors, classmates, or anyone here today. This journey to a degree is so much easier when you have so many people investing in you. So many people out there that are rooting for you. For the 2021-2022 school year, I was awarded the James G. Derisa Scholarship and the Marshall Pryor Scholarship. To be the recipient of not one but two scholarships this semester was such a blessing. I had plans to get my master's degree and work as a CPA, but with that comes many costs. I currently work on the weekends in my hometown while commuting to school 4 days a week. Each day I get to spend in class learning and hearing stories about what my career could entail. I am thankful for the help I have received to be able to attend college and watch my career journey begin. Thank you to everyone who's rooting for me, who's investing in me, and encouraging me to go after a career that will be challenging but also very rewarding. Thank you.
Okay, the second student that I'd like to introduce is Jacob Peed. Jacob's actually been one of my students in a class before, so I know him a little better. I'm not an accounting professor, so I didn't know Kaitlyn until recently. But Jacob is from Reynolds, Georgia. He is a management major. He's a senior who will graduate in May, we hope. Cross our fingers. He's heavily involved in the Baptist Collegiate Ministry on campus, and I hate that I missed this during homecoming week, but he was the winner of the 2022 homecoming talent show. What'd you do, Jacob?
I sang an original song.
Oh, he sang an original song, which is another one of his free time pastimes. He does sing, and he's part of our choir here on the campus of GSW. He plays ping pong. He's a Zephyr. He's a storm spotter, and he is a GSW Marshal, so he's very engaged on our campus. And I would like to I'm going to tell a story on you, Jacob. A year or so ago, when I was moving into my new leadership role, I received a gift. I received a gift from an anonymous person who wrote a wonderful note, congratulating me on my transition and my move and promotion. And I wondered for many hours who could have given me such a gift. And finally, it struck me as Jacob and I were leaving class one day that it was most likely from Jacob. So I asked him, and he said, "Yeah, Dr. Cheokas, it was me." Anybody want to guess what my gift was?
An apple.
Could have been. You're on the right track. It was a box of frozen Jimmy Dean sausage biscuits. So thank you, Jacob, for all of your congratulatory gifts for me. So that'll give you a little insight into Jacob's personality and how he loves to work with our student population. Jacob is the recipient of the James G. Derisa Scholarship. Without further ado, Jacob, the floor is yours.
Hello, everybody. Welcome. I have this binder, but nothing's in it. I just look official, Well, it's so good to see everybody. Like she said, my name is Jacob P. Feel free to make fun of it. I haven't heard it before, or I have heard it before. But yeah, so I'm up here to just tell a little bit about myself and why I chose GSW and scholarships and all that good stuff. Okay, well, yes, I am from Reynolds, Georgia. Butler, if any of y'all are familiar, about an hour up the road on Highway 19. Take a right at the stoplight, and about 8 minutes you'll get to Reynolds. Yep, and I'm proud of it. So, why did I choose GSW? Well, back in, I had a grandma who came here back when it was like a 2-year school. There's a lot of history out there, and she, so that was way back. That was back like probably in the 60s, 40s, 50s, 30s, I don't know. Somewhere in there. There's a big gap there. Also had a friend named Calypso Carpenter. I'm not sure. She was a senior when I was a freshman, so probably most of y'all have no idea who that is. But she actually works here with the Chinese partnership, college stuff. And but she is a diehard I love GSW student, and every opportunity she could get, she said, "Jacob, you're coming to GSW, right?" I mean, basically already assumed I was coming here, and I was like, well, I guess I will. But but I haven't regretted it coming here to GSW. Also, I could just see at this school that there was an opportunity for personal relationships with professors, as you can see from Dr. Cheokas' example. Sometimes maybe a little too personal, just giving these little funny little gifts. The joke was deans for the dean. That if y'all didn't get that, so yeah, so not just like, why did that guy give her frozen biscuits? That's kind of weird. Yeah. So yeah, deans for the dean. So why did I choose my major? Well, my dad told me to. So I'm sure a lot of your parents have a lot of influence as like, oh, you don't need to be this major, or they don't make money, or whatever. But I respect all majors, and I think he's wrong in that regard. But I did think, it's a good degree. I have no idea what I want to do after college, so it would be a good applicable thing to businesses and everything, you know. Yeah, I mean, you know that, Mr. Vice President of Business, all that stuff. So they need someone to do the business. And so I thought, hey, that'd be a good one for me. Also, me and my dad, I grew up watching the stock channel. So, you know, stocks, you know, money and stuff. So my dad was always like, if you know the stock market, you can get all the money you want. And I don't know the stock market, so I don't have that. Well, what are my plans for after graduation? Well, actually, I was thinking my life would go in a different direction, but it went in another direction. So now I'm thinking being a recruiter here possibly for GSW. I'm gonna put my application in. We'll see what happens. Maybe after this they don't want to hire me. Yes, a recruiter. Also want to be involved in a church singing. I mean, as you can see, I sing a little bit, so being involved in the worship team will be really beneficial. And also, watch out, President Weaver, but maybe GSW president one day, who knows? We'll see where things go. Little joke, kind of, not really, we'll see. But who are some individuals that have helped me along the way? Well, definitely my parents. There have been times where I said, I'm gonna take a gap year. You know, that thought's probably crossed some of you students' minds. You're like, man, school's a lot. But my mom and dad just said, Jacob, keep trucking, because you're probably not gonna go back after you stop. So just keep going. And but I haven't regretted it. I've loved GSW every minute, and I don't want to discount that any. And also my family, like I said, many supportive professors, Dr. Cheokas being one of them. Also, people back home have always been very supportive, and also some people here. My roommate, Austin Cobb, he's been, man, one of my best friends here at GSW, and he would be here, but he's taking an early spring break. But I'm thankful to him to listening to me vent at night, trying to get my schoolwork done, and I'm just so stressed, and I'm sure a lot of us are stressed. Some of us might have tests coming up to finish out before spring break or assignments, whatever. But those are some individuals who've helped me. But also, what does it mean for me to receive my scholarship? Well, James G. Derisa, okay, forgive me. But he was a business leader in the Sumter County community. And, that I can be honored to someone who's successful in that regard, that I can even be kind of compared to him, I guess, in some way, and that I kind of represent his values. They say involvement and leadership in campus and extracurricular activities. Well, I maybe have been involved in a little too much, but work-life balance, guys. But yes, I am very honored, and just the fact that I've been given this scholarship, that they would select me and say, Jacob does deserve this scholarship. It really does help a guy's soul that, someone could be considered worthy to receive something like that. Especially money. Free money they're just giving away. I mean, I'm very thankful for that. And I'm sure a lot of us are too. These scholarships mean a lot. In fact, I had a friend who something went wrong with his scholarships, and he thought he didn't get any. And he was actually about to transfer. So, I mean, like scholarships, people need this money to really stay at college and to actually continue their education and to be successful in life. So we are very thankful, and things got fixed with this scholarship. So he's still here, thank goodness. So yes, money does help, and the scholarships have allowed us to focus on school things instead of work. I have a part-time job, and I'm sure a lot of you probably do, Chick-fil-A being one of them. So money is important into continuing our education, and I'm very thankful to have received some in that from the James G. Derisa Scholarship, or Derisa. Well, it's about time for me to finish up. I think I've said enough. I'm thankful for the opportunity to speak, actually being selected for this. They might regret it after I finish, but also to all of you donors out there, especially to Miss Betty Pope and her daughters. I'm just thankful that they would even continue to consider it, even in the generation beyond just Mr. James. And I'm thankful for that. And I'm also thankful to God for actually having me here at GSW. I mean, I could have went anywhere, and I chose here, and it's been a lot of fun getting to know people. And yeah. Cool. Good to talk to you guys.
Thanks, Jacob. We didn't actually ask you to speak today because you won a scholarship. We asked you to speak because we heard your stand-up routine a few weeks ago, and so yeah. So, and one other item here. Kaitlyn talked about how awestruck she was to sit next to Doug Moses. I've known him a long time. We're from the same hometown, but I feel the same way every time I look at him. So, so he's an impressive individual. Next, we have our scholarship video, our thank you donor video. I'd like to thank, before we start the thank you video, I'd like to thank Bob Slinker, who is very talented when it comes to everything audio-visual on campus. Bob is our technology services director, and he put it together. He recorded it, edited it, and it's ready to show it today. To Chelsea Collins, who is our director of marketing and communications, and Sydney Scott, our public relations assistant, and they helped put this together as well. For providing video or taking photos at the event and helping with the video. And just to let you know, we do every fall, we do an event where the students write thank you notes and we take their pictures. And so you donors in here, you get your letters from an event that they take, that they participate in August every year. So the footage you'll see here is from that event, and we're glad to show it to you today. And so, you know, in the video, you'll see a lot of, you know, bonus footage in addition to students actually saying thank you. So without much more, I'm going to hit play.
To somebody that you don't know, is giving you money because they believe in what you can become, and they haven't even met you. They are willing to invest their own money in your future because of the value they see in you as a person.
Hey, I'm Chandler Stutter, and I would like to thank Mr. Ricky Arnold for supplying me with this scholarship to help me get through my schooling and for me to give back to my community after I graduate. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Bradley Kitchens. I'm a junior here at GSW. I'm an accounting major, and I would just like to give a special thanks to the Moore Family Scholarship and the generous people who have gifted me that scholarship, and also the Sigma Chi Scholarship. Without you guys, honestly, I don't even know if I'd be going to college. I might be working somewhere, and I just want to express my thanks to you. Given with these scholarships that I have, it allows me to focus more on my grades and my classes rather than my financial burden that I have. And I just want to express thanks to you that I wouldn't be where I am today without you. Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Alicia Adams, and I am a senior early childhood education major, and I am a scholarship recipient of the Mary Dupree Education Scholarship, and I just wanted to say thank you so much to the donor. It's such a pleasure to be a recipient of this scholarship, and it's actually my second year, so I'm just super appreciative, and yes.
Hi, my name is Alexa Montalbano. I'm so grateful for the scholarship, the Levita Powell McNair Scholarship. I'm going to be able to use it for my nursing school degree and be able to get my dream job.
Hello, I'm Brooklyn. And I'm Madison, and we are recipients for the Lily Josie Dudley Nursing Scholarship. We're greatly appreciated for this opportunity to attend nursing school and have the experience of becoming a nurse.
Hi, my name is Chandler Wright. I'm the recipient of the Phil Jones Citizens Bank Scholarship, the Class of 1959 Scholarship, and the Alumni Legacy Scholarship. thank you for your donation. Thank you for believing in me. It just helps me pursue my dreams, my career, help me be successful in my career. And I'm a senior, so I'll be graduating in May. And so just being able to walk out with a diploma and being debt-free is huge for me. And so thank you for your donation, thank you for your encouragement, and thank you for your love and support.
All right, Jacob's taking care of the funny part, so I don't have to cover any of that. You do have the part about talking and not really saying anything. That's what presidents do. So you've got that part covered. You did a good job of that. Alicia, you were described as infectious. And 2 years ago, that was a good thing. We have to be a little worried about people that are infectious now. So we might want to change our adjectives. But we know that you have we're a lot of fun being around you, and we all enjoy it very much. We're glad you're coming back for your master's degree. Many of the students say what it means to them to be able to get a scholarship. It obviously lowers the financial responsibilities. What we hope it does, and I hope as students you see this as a value, the opportunity to spend another hour, another 2 hours, another 8 hours, depending on what you can make available, doing things here at the university, whether that's playing a sport, whether that's being a part of a study group, whether that's working as a part of a club or an organization, or developing your leadership skills as a member of one of our organizations. Those are things that enhance your education, that enhance your personal development. What you get in the classroom is critical information. But what you're able to do as a personal development part of education is also critical. And so these moments that you're able to not be working in order to free up your time, use that to extend your education. Use that to extend what this time in your life is all about. Because you don't get this back. And all of the skills you learn here are valuable to you throughout your whole career. As Jacob mentioned, we don't know exactly where we're going to go in life. I certainly didn't expect that I would be a university president. But the skills you develop in this process, beyond the knowledge you receive in the classroom, those are the things that are going to help you adapt to life and to take advantage of the opportunities that come your way. And so we want you to see these scholarships as time. Somebody's buying you time, and you should use it to make yourself better. I hope that you understand that the donors are investing in you. Some of them are here today, and some of them like to know you and see you. Some of them couldn't be here today, and some of them, this is their legacy. But whether you know them personally or not, somebody in this world believes enough in you that they will give you money. Doesn't happen very often in life that somebody just gives you money and invests in your future. So I hope it inspires you to be a better student, to be more committed to being the kind of student that deserves that investment. But I also hope it inspires you to someday be the kind of person that invests in the next generation of students. Jacob's going to get a job as a recruiter here, apparently. And we pay them so well that he's going to start his scholarship pretty quickly, I would expect. The opportunity you have to give back some of what you received is important. And so I encourage you to think about that and to remember that. There'll come a time in your life when you are able to do that. And to the donors who are with us today, I hope you hear and feel the impact that you are making in people's lives. Those of us who work here, we believe in education. We believe in its value. We believe in its transformational ability. You don't have to do this. We do this for a paycheck. You invest in it from your heart. And because you believe in the difference it can make in somebody's life. Maybe it made a difference in your life. And I want you to know that we at the university and these students who receive the money, we value your support and your input into what we believe is a really important function of this university and an important part of our society. Students come here for a life-changing experience, and you help make that possible. And we appreciate not only your gifts, but the idea that we know that you place value on what we do. It inspires us to work harder. It encourages us to continue to make this a great university and a great place for students. So we thank you for your gifts and your belief in us. So we're excited to be able to bring you together today. We hope that you've had a good time. We hope you've had some great conversations. And I hope that we all leave here inspired and willing to continue our progress and to continue to invest in each other and hopefully the people that will come after us. We appreciate you spending time with us on campus. This is always a great day and exciting to see all of you. Again, it's been a while since we've all been this close for this long. So, do we have anything else that we're supposed to do today?
Name tags on your table.
You're supposed to leave your name tags on your table so that we can connect the messes on the table to the person who was responsible for leaving them. So, thank you very much for coming, and we will see you all next year or the next time that you come to campus.